Roughly 150 students of the Maneuver Captain's Career Course, or MCCC, were spread out in the woods of Fort Benning for 1 week, not only to plan but also to execute combat missions as part of their Field Training Exercise, or FTX. The 22-week career course is designed to prepare captains to become future company commanders, and its classes are usually held inside a classroom.
As kind of deployments are starting to cut back, there's a little bit more emphasis again on kind of the schoolhouse, the institutional training and the institutional education that we're providing here at the career course. And so we're trying to just be a little bit more rigorous, because some of these captains won't necessarily get some of the experiences that we had downrange in Iraq or Afghanistan.
So MCCC instructors grabbed their students and replicated combat scenarios by setting up 3 different lanes: move to contact, defense, and the raid lane, where students took turns on being company commanders, squad leaders, and the opposing force, or Op 4.
Fire in the hole!
They are used to having 2 weeks to produce an operations order during class, but in the field they only have 5 hours. And even though they came up with the smartest plans, you cannot predict 100% of what the enemy has planned or may already know.
We had a little hiccup during leaders reconnaissance where we took contact before we were expecting to. The idea was that the battalion scouts would give us a good approach route to not be identified, but I guess on their way out there they were observed. So during that break contact, receipt of indirect fire, we had to kind of change the mission a little bit. I mean, we didn't let the enemy dictate how we were going to execute. We fought back to the original plan, but it did change the tempo that we were going to execute the first half of our assault.
Captain Pittler was part of today's raid lane, where he and his platoon had to plan an attack to destroy an enemy insurgent training base. Even though their position had been compromised early, their commanding officer adapted to the new situation quickly and made adjustments accordingly.
It would have been less good if we took indirect fire and the commander said, "All right guys, we took direct fire, so pack up your stuff and we're just running onto the objective." Like, doesn't matter what the phase lines are anymore, doesn't matter what the control measures were, we're just gonna frontal assault. That would have been bad, because that would not have been the plan and we would have lost all sense of control.
And you don't want to lose control during combat. The field training exercise is very important, as it adds more unpredictable factors to the original plan, like temperature, stress, and time. Factors the classroom cannot recreate. It also teaches the captains to be smarter, more adjustable, and more lethal. Therefore, increased real-life experience helps to shape better future leaders. Jessica Taylor, Fort Benning, Georgia.